Hello everyone. Today we start our next concept and last concept of application of derivative, maxima and minima. Maxima and minima of a functions. What is a maxima? What is a minima? Maxima is nothing but a function maximum value, and minimum means minimum value of a function. Now you see here one graph I'll draw here. So what is the maximum value of this graph? This is x-axis, this is y-axis, and this is the interval a to b. Interval a to b. Highest value, highest peak is called a maximum value, and this point, for example, this I am taking as a x and y. X coordinate is called point of maximum. Point of maximum. And y value, this side you will get the y value. Y value is called maximum value. Maximum value. That is nothing but y we will write as a f of x. F of x. So f of c is maximum value. F of c is a maximum value. This one is by the diagram we are writing this total maximum value. Theoretically, how we will write? F of c is greater than of f of x for every x is belongs to open interval a comma b. Any value of this interval, f of c is compulsory greater than for every a comma b. Example, you can see this value is greater than this value, and left side value also, right side value also greater than less than f of c. So this is the maximum value. Next, similarly, minimum. Minimum value, how we will find? Minimum value of the function. Parabola. What is the minimum here? This is a minimum value. This interval I am taking as a b. In this interval, c is the one point. So c is called point of minimum. Point of minimum. Next, f of c. F of c is called, this is a function y is equal to f of x graph. So f of c is called minimum value. Minimum value. So theoretically, how we will write this one? F of c is less than f of x. F of c is less than f of x for every x is belongs to open interval a comma b. This is the maximum and minimum. Maximum is nothing but peak value. Minimum is nothing but valley. This is called a valley value. So this is the basic of maxima and minima. Next, some more two concepts is there: local maxima, local minima, and absolute maxima, absolute minima. Pause the video to note it down. Next, concept of local maxima and local minima. Just we discussed that maxima and minima. Maximum value is called maxima, and minimum value of the function is called minima. Now, local maxima and local minima. Now I'll draw the one graph. One graph is there. in this one, in this particular interval, maxima and minimum value. This total interval divided into small intervals. For example, I'll take some more. This is a maximum value. This is a maximum value. If you are seeing this portion, if you are seeing this portion, this is a minimum value. If you are seeing this portion, this is also maximum. This is minimum. Again, this is a maximum. So maximum values may be one in one particular interval. Maximum values, if we are divide the interval into different sub intervals, you will get the one more maxima, one more minima, n number of maximas, n number of minimas you will get. So that type maximas called local maxima. This is a local maxima. This is also local maxima. In sub intervals if you are taking, this is also maximum. In total interval, this is not a maximum, but if you are divided into small intervals, this is the maximum value. Next getting also, this is also maximum value if you are taking this side interval. So dividing the intervals, if you are dividing the intervals, so maximas and minimas also n number of you will get. So that type of maximas and minimas is called local maximas and local minima. This is a local maxima. This is a local minima. Local minima. I told valley is the minima. Peak values is called maximas. Peak value is called maxima. If we are taking total interval, this is a maximum. This is a maximum. If we are taking total interval, this is a minimum value. If you are taking sub interval, some parts if you are taking, this is also maximum, this is also maximum. So local intervals only, not global. So next, this is the concept of maxima, local maxima and local minima. Next, absolute maxima and absolute minima. Absolute maxima and absolute minima. The greatest values of local maximas, is called absolute maximum. The greatest value, this is a local maxima, this is also local maxima. In this two, which is the greatest value, this is the greatest value. So this is called absolute maxima. Absolute maxima. Next, absolute minima. Absolute minima. What is the absolute minima here? The minimum value, least value. The least value of local minimas. This is also local minima. This is also local minima. In these two, which is the least value? This is the least value. So this is called absolute minima. Absolute minima. This is called absolute maxima. Nothing simple here. Absolute maxima is nothing but greatest values of local maximas. Absolute minima is nothing but least values of local minimas. Is called absolute minima. So now you see here graph is there. Simply we are finding the absolute value or maximum value, minimum value. We are seeing here. So now 1-2 examples you can see here. This function, actually this is a x square graph. What is the minimum value? Minimum value is 0. Minimum value is 0. Maximum value, it will continuously increase. So we can't find the maximum value. If we are taking what is the maxima? Maxima is 2, minima is 1. Maximum value at 1, sorry, at 2, minimum value at 1. So easily by the graph we are finding the easily. If one more concept is there. Extreme points, extreme value at one particular point, either maxima or minima if we are getting, that point is called extreme value. At one particular point, if we are getting maxima or minima, that point is called, that value is called extreme value. For example, I am taking this one as a C1, C2, C3, C4, and this value is C5. Here points C1, C2, C3, C4, C5 is called extreme values, extreme points, otherwise extreme points. Here minimum getting, so this point is called extreme point and the value 0 is the extreme value. Next, here 1 and 2 are extreme points. So this is a concept of local maxima and local minima, absolute maxima and absolute minima. By the graphs we are finding easily the maxima value, minima value, but every function, one example I will give here, f of x is equal to x square plus 3x plus 5. What is the maximum value of this function in the interval, particular interval they will give, a real number they will give. So that time how we will draw the graph, the total graph drawing. This is simple equation is there, you will get easily. I will give one more example, x power 10 plus 9x power 7 plus 10x plus 3x cube. This type function is there. How to draw the graph? We can't draw the graph of that function. If drawing also, that is very difficulty. So this type of question solving by the applications of derivative, by using the derivative concept, we will find the local maxima, local minima, or maxima or minima, absolute maxima, absolute minima, absolute maxima, absolute minima, another name also there, greatest maxima, global maxima or global minima. That type of, that another name of the absolute value. Okay. Next, this type of functions, this type of problems, by using the derivative concept, we have total two tests. By using the test, simply we can find the maximum value and minimum value. First derivative test and second derivative test. So pause the video to note it down. We'll continue. First derivative test. What is the first derivative test? Theoretically in textbook I explain, but I'll explain directly step by step mathematically. It is easy to understand. So first of all, step 1. First given function is y is equal to f of x. One function they given, or f of x is equal to the given. First step, find f dash of x. Find f dash of x and equal to 0. Find f dash of x and equal to 0. That time you will get a x equal to C1, C2. For example, I am taking 2 points will get. If we are making equal to 0, C1 and C2 values you will get. Next, these points are called critical points. Critical points. These critical points plot on the interval. Here real line is the interval. So plot on that interval C1 and C2. Next, step 2. Step 2. Case 1. Case 1. For example, I am taking C1 right side positive, left side negative, and positive. Like this one assumption I am taking here, not particularly this one assumption. So case 1, positive to negative. Here C1 is the positive to negative, left to right, positive to negative. If we are if it is decreasing, that is nothing but a decreasing. That time C1 is called local minima. C1 is called local minima, or point of local minima. And f of C1 is called local minimum, or local minima value, or local minimum value. Next, this is a case 1. Next, case 2. Case 2, I am taking this side. Negative to positive, from left to right, negative to positive. If we are getting this, C2 is called point of local maxima. And f of C2 is called value of local maxima. Step 1, again repeating here. Step 1, find the f dash of x equal to 0. 2 points or 3 points here. One point also will get, 2 points also will get, or 3 points also will get. That points is called critical points. That critical points plot on the interval. Here interval is real number, so that's why real line I am taking. For example, one more interval, 1, 2, if we are giving, means 1, 2 we have to take and plot that critical points in that line. Next, step 2, take if positive to negative, which value? F dash of x value. Here also f dash of x value. Here f dash of x sign. F dash of x sign. F dash of x sign. F dash of x sign left to right, positive to negative. If we are going, that point, that critical point is called point of local minima, and the value is called local minimum value. Next, case 2, the sign of f dash of x, left to right. Always you have to see the left to right, negative to positive. That time C2, that point, critical point is called local maximum, point of local maximum. F of C2 is called value of local maximum, or local maxima. This case 1 and case 2. Next, one more case is there, that is case 3. Case 3, f dash of x sign at particular point, critical point, positive to positive, negative to negative is there. Sign is not changing. That is also possible. Here sign changing, so that's why we are positive to negative getting, that is a minimum writing. Negative to positive getting, that is a maximum value we are writing. But some places that one particular critical point, positive to positive is there, or negative to negative is there. Sign is not changed. That type of critical point, C, is called point of inflation. Neither maxima nor minima. Point of inflation. So next, this is the first derivative test. second derivative test also there. We'll see the second derivative test. After that problems you can solve. Pause the video to note it down. Next, second derivative test. This is a very important concept. Why? Because we won't use the first derivative test. Very less places will use the first derivative test, and normal basic method also. We'll use the second derivative test for each and every problem. If test fails, second derivative test fail, that time only we'll use the first derivative test. So each and every problem we can easily find by using the second derivative test. What is the second derivative test? Let function f be a function in particular interval I. In particular interval capital I am taking. So same here, step 1. Find f dash of x and equal to 0. F dash of x equal to 0 you have to find. That implies you will get one or two critical points. This I am taking as a critical point C only, one critical point. Critical point. Next step 2. Step 2. Find f double dash of x. Find f double dash of x. Case 1. Case 1. At x is equal to c, f double dash of c is less than 0. F double dash of c is less than 0. F double dash of c is less than 0 if you are getting that function f is local maximum at x is equal to c. At x is equal to c, that particular point c, that is called a point of local maximum. You observe here, less than is their maximum. You have to remember this one. Double derivation, less than 0 getting means that is the maximum value. Next, case 2. Case 2. At x is equal to c. At x is equal to c, f double dash of c is greater than 0 if we are getting, greater than 0 if we are getting, f is local minimum at x is equal to c. Greater than getting local minimum, less than getting local maximum at that particular point c. That is called a critical point. That critical point, local maximum, by finding the double derivation and substitute that point in the double derivation. Less than getting maximum, greater than getting minimum. Next, case 3. At x is equal to 3, f double dash of c is equal to 0. Less than getting maximum, greater than getting minimum, equal 0 getting, equal 0 getting, test fail. Test fail. That time, so we continue the first derivative test. First derivative test. When test fail is there, you have to follow the first derivative test. Here very important this concept, and if you are seeing the problems you will get easily that. And simple, first derivation you have to find, equal to 0, critical point you will get. That critical point substitute in double derivation. Less than 0 getting local maximum. You have to remember this is maximum. Less than getting maximum, greater than getting minimum. Actually greater than means maximum will feel, but this concept second derivative test, it is reverse. Less than getting local maximum, greater than getting local minimum, equal 0 getting test fail. Test fail is that we have to continue the first derivative test. What is the first derivative test? Previously we discussed positive to negative it is going means that is a local minimum. Negative to positive if it is going local maximum. Positive to positive or negative to negative is that is a point of inflation. Point of inflation. So pause the video to note it down. See the problems of maxima and minima. In this exercise, we will see the very less problem, just important problems. And in exam point of view, PUC board point of view, we will get the 3 marks question. Sometimes we are getting 3 marks question, that theory question. That theory question, if you want to understand, means first some basic 1-2 problems we will discuss in exercise problem, and directly we will go through the important problems only. So now you see here one problem I am taking. First problem in exercise 6.5. Just understanding purpose only we are doing these problems. Important problems, 4-5 problems is there. That is a very important for 3 marks. Here, find the maximum and minimum values if any. If any. That means minimum maximum values maybe exist or maybe does not exist also. If exist means you have to find the minima and maximum values, otherwise leave it. So I'll explain by using the second derivative test. Second derivative test. One function they given f of x is equal to 9x square plus 12x plus 2. Solution is given f of x is equal to 9x square plus 12x plus 2. Derivation, first step, derivation with respect to 2x. F dash of x is equal to 9 into 2x plus 12 into x derivation is 1 plus 2 derivation is 0. F dash of x is equal to 18x plus 12. Here now f dash of x is equal to 0. F dash of x is equal to 0. That is nothing but 18x plus 12 is equal to 0. 18x is equal to minus 12. 6 3s are 6 2s are. X is equal to minus 2 by 3. This is a critical point. This is a critical point. So first step total completed. Next second step, again derivation with respect to 2x. Again derivation with respect to 2x. F double dash of x is equal to 18 into x derivation is 1 plus 12 derivation is 0. F double dash of x is equal to 18. Just 18. This value, x value, substitute that critical point. This is nothing but c. We took that theoretically c we took. C point we have to substitute here. Therefore, f double dash of minus 2 by 3 is equal to. This is a constant function. If you are substituting any value right left side is 18 only. F double dash of minus 2 by 3 is just a value, not just you have to take the sign positive or negative. Greater than 0. Greater than 0 already explained. Therefore f of x is local or just, we are asking only maximum or minimum. F of x is minimum at point x is equal to minus 2 by 3. At point x is equal to minus 2 by 3. Greater than 0 getting means you will write the minimum value, minimum at that point. And is asking value also. Values also we have to find. This point, this is the point of minimum. Point of minimum. So now we have to find, therefore, value of minimum is f of minus 2 by 3. F of minus 2 by 3. Here you have to substitute the minus 2 by 3 plus 12 into minus 2 by 3 plus 2. Now cancellation you can make here 3 ones are 3 fours are. Simplification, f of minus 2 by 3 is equal to 9 into 4 by 9 plus 12. That minus 8 you will get plus 2. 4 into minus 2 is minus 8 plus 2. Here 9 cancel. 4 minus 8 plus 2, that is minus 2. Minus 2 is the minimum value. Minus 2 is the minimum value of the function 9x square plus 12x plus 2. Just roughly again I will explain. First derivative test, equate to 0. That value will become one point we are getting, that is a minus 2 by 3. This is called a critical point. Again derivation with respect to 2x, derivation, double derivation we find. Double derivation place, x place, we have to substitute the minus 2 by 3. F double dash, double derivation is greater than 0, f of x is minimum. F of x is minimum at the point x is equal to minus 2 by 3. Value of minimum also we have to find. Here asking value of minimum or maximum. Value of minimum purpose, this critical point substitute in the equation, that is the minimum value. This is only the least value of this function. So pause the video to note it down. In that first problem, more 3 problems in there. First one and third one you can take as a homework, simple problems that. And the second one already I explained. Fourth problem you see here, this is neither maxima nor minima. Test failure problem is this problem I'll explain. So first of all, solution, derivation with respect to 2x. Second derivative test I am using. G dash of x is equal to 3x square. X cube derivation is 3x square plus 1 derivation is 0. Now g dash of x is equal to 0. 3x square is equal to 0. X is equal to, automatically you will get 0. This is a critical point. Again derivation with respect to 2x. Again derivation with respect to 2x. G double dash of x is equal to 6x you will get. Now g double dash of 0 is 6 into 0 is equal to 0. We observe here first derivative test, second derivative test, equate to 0. F double dash of x is equal to 0 if you are getting, means test fail. Therefore second derivative test fail. This position we have to follow the first derivative test. What is the first derivative test? First derivative test, similarly we have to do again, otherwise direct also we can do this problem. G of x is equal to x cube plus 1, derivation with respect to x. Actually no need to do this step, but understanding purpose, only one problem I am explaining, so that's why I am doing again here. G dash of x is equal to 3x square. Now g dash of x is equal to 0. 3x square equal to 0, x is equal to 0. X is equal to 0 is the critical point. X is equal to 0 is the critical point. So plot on the real line. Here there is no interval, means real line you have to take. Plot on the real line. Now g dash of x sine. G dash of x sine. g dash of x sine. So 0 left side is negatives. So minus 1 substitute here. Minus 1 substitution if you are making 3 into minus 1 whole square. Minus 1 whole square is plus 1. Plus 1 into 3 is positive. So here positive getting. Next, right side. Any value you can take. Beside value of this 0. 0.5 you can take. Otherwise 1 you can take. 1 I am taking. 1 if you are substituting. G dash of 1 is 3 into 1 square. 3 into 1 square is 3. So positive to positive. Already I explained. Left to right. Positive to negative going means local minimum. Negative to positive it is going means local maximum. Positive to positive or negative to negative. Sign is not changing. Therefore, neither therefore x equal to 0 is called point of inflation. Point of inflation. Neither maximum nor minimum. Point of inflation is nothing but neither maximum nor minimum. So this is the only one problem where second derivative test is failed. So remaining 2 problems you can take as a homework. Leave the space for the 2 problems and pause the video to note it.